Yo, people, welcome back, welcome back. You know I'm tired. I'm just as tired as you guys. Welcome back to the Fighter Spirit Media streaming workshop. What we're going to be doing here today is playing some Ghost of Tsushima, continuing from where we left off before. If you would like to share any of the questions that you might have developed over the past couple sessions, please feel free to let me know. Trying to get your brain thinking. Sorry, one second. Alright, let's take a step back. Let's take a step back because I'm trying to monitor right now. And I need to leave that alone. How is it going? There's loads of audio coming from loads of different places. So let's take a step back. So, intended to stream today, yesterday, couldn't make it. Let me just double check one thing, that my audio's even in sync before I'm wasting my time doing this. Sorry for the wasted time. I'm going to take these headphones off for a reason. So basically, I left my laptop in the office. So I'm doing this in a very different workflow. But on top of that, my audio output stopped working on my desk. So we can get a picture up of the desk and then we'll see what it looks like. And I'll explain the issue that I was going through. So bear in mind, Ghost of Tsushima is running in the back, so we're ready to go for that. I'm just going to explain something. Podcast. So this isn't the same one. I have this one here. No. So if we look on, you can't see, they don't really show you the back, which is annoying. So this is the one that I have here, but we're going to go and find a picture of this somewhere else, because this picture is not it. Is this a good picture? Alright, cool. So going back to the type of workflows we're talking about before, like major workflows sort of work like miniature workflows. Just let me know if this is all making sense and everything is looking good in the chat. I need you to be my eyes and ears, Alfie. Yes, my G. Let me know that the audio is sounding good. Been having some issues today, but it's alright, we're blessed. Cool. Just checking sure, making sure everything's good on the back end. We can go and explain this through later. Anyway, so everything's good. So my microphone is plugged into track number 1. That's been working. You can hear me now. The left and right here stand for the left and the right, and they basically, when you're sending your audio out, you have a left and a right. And so I have some wires, some connectors like this, which are 6.35mm jack adapters, and you put the 3.5mm into this section here. I unplugged it because I was hearing a bit of hum, and I'm sure if I turned off the PlayStation into audio, you'd probably hear it, but I'm not going to do that because it's very annoying. So I was trying to figure out what the issue was with that and how to get rid of it, but for some reason the output just stopped working. So it literally wouldn't output any audio, and I can see on the front here you have a little window. Yeah, it's a good picture to use. So on this screen here you have a window that shows you what the levels look like, and we can probably just open a YouTube video and it will show you, but we're not going to do that because it's a very simple machine. And that's not the point of right now. The point of right now is telling you why I've been having a hard time. But I'm using track 1, no other tracks. I'm not recording the audio. I only have one sound input. And I'm using this as a very simple pass-through, basically just to connect my mic to my mixer. So the outputs on the back, like we said, they're 6.35mm jacks, which look like this. Go into my hidden bag of wonders. So what that looks like is this, which, as a good comparison, I could probably show you, I should probably show you what the comparison is, so that why you know the difference between 6.35 and 3.5mm. Sorry, I'm not the best audio guy, so bear with me, but this is my description of what I'm talking about. This is 6.35mm, and that's 6.35, and that one, I can move this over here, I don't know why I'm doing that. 6.35, 3.5. This is the one that goes into your headphone jack. But this one, which is like we saw in the screen, goes onto the top, so that when you want to plug it in to something like this, you can do it. Gonna turn this down. Anyway, does any of that make sense? Am I just talking nonsense right now? I sort of am. This is the mixer in the back. So now, because I'm sharing my screen, this is the way I had to do this was slightly different. So we'll go to that document, and this actually started pretty well because we haven't even gamed yet. We're getting into it. So we'll go to that document that I started, and please, if I'm not, even if I miss it, I'll come back to it in a sec. But let me know in the chat, which is why I'm trying to move these to a different window. If there's any audio issues, it should be fine. But I can't hear because my setup is crazy right now. And my setup's been crazy from the beginning because, I mean, we're from the mud, innit? So we have to work with what we've got. But we have a lot of good info to work with, so it should be fine. All right. Cool. I'm sort of looking at the well, you can see the comments in the section anyway because I'm sharing my whole screen rather than just a window. But that's fine. I'm just trying to line. Actually, do you know what? Never mind. I'm gonna put this down because I can just have it on my phone. I'm such a rookie. This is how you have to be thinking beforehand. Anyway, so Kieran, my story is I left my laptop at the office. So the laptop I was going to do all these controls from and make it a lot easier is not in this building. The building I'm in, which is the one that I live in, which is my house. So it's none of that is here. So what we're doing, we're going to copy this. That is the computer that I'm using. This is all going to get... We're gonna maximize it, but I just need to copy these elements and move them over. Well, actually, we'll just talk about this one because it's actually pretty much the same. So, before what we were doing, you want me to zoom in? Boom, we can zoom in. So, this is the normal workflow that we're always using, which I can explain again. Let me just double check something. Is the Ghost of Tsushima music in the background annoying? Just let me know, and if I'm not speaking loud enough, let me know, because I can see the comments now. Everything about this is still here, but instead of using this computer for control, and the control looks like this is the controller here. So this allows me to do all the same controls that I have on my mixer, but it's a piece of software. It also allows me to add any media in. So this is how we're using the overlays on the screen. And this is my starting slate. You can control all of the audio levels. So somebody write just one comment, just so that I know that someone's there. I don't know if anybody's here, but just so that I can see it. Just so that I know that I'm not going crazy, even though I might be. This is what I would have been looking at earlier. to try and distinguish what my audio problem is, because I've labeled these so they make sense. There's nothing in cam 4, that's why cam 4 just says cam 4, because that's the auto. But I have camera 1 in there, this is where my PS4 is going in, so you can see that we have these switched on. There's 2 options for that. So what you can do, thank you Alfie, I appreciate that, my G. What you can do, tell me if I'm talking too fast and I'll slow down, is you have 2 options, and they're for different reasons. We're basically just leaving this audio channel on the whole time. So if I turned it off, which I'll do now, the music from the PlayStation is going to stop. And I can see it on my mixer there. Cool, good demonstration. Now the music's back on. I'm going to move the stick just in case I sort of beat myself out from the game. But this is the audio channel that's on. The other way you could do it is something called AFV. Thank you, bro. Audio follows video. So when you click this one on, so if you notice now, the audio that's going to the master, which is here, is only coming from this. So what I'll do is I'll turn up this track, these 2 tracks, which is the PlayStation track, just so that when they next come on screen, you'll notice how they come in. So basically what audio follows video is, it's about when you're cutting. So if I was going to choose the PlayStation 4 as my next input, and I'm previewing it up on, you can't see my multi-view, but if I'm previewing it on the top right hand side of my screen, so it's in the preview, this is the preview bus here, and that is the program bus. We'll get up, okay, cool. Preview program bus. Do you know why this makes sense? That's why it's a good thing that we left this up here. Preview and program. So on my monitor that I'm looking at, that has my 3 inputs, I'm looking at the 3 inputs here, 1, 2, 3. If I had a camera in number 4, it would go here. My preview is when I press the button, and this is how I have it set up. You can also have it set up so you basically, when you press the button, it goes straight to the program. So from it goes here, it goes to here. But what usually happens, because you're trying to take your time and build a pace or build a story, or just keep it simple and make sure you don't make any mistakes, you're going to go from 1. So it's basically a 3-step process. Here to here to here. So from your selection into your preview, then to your program, and whatever is in your program is what the audience are seeing. So whatever's in my program, which at the moment is the picture-in-picture, the mixer in the background, and my overlay, that's what the audience are going to see. But as soon as I cut, and you shouldn't hear any audio coming from the PlayStation right now, I've cut to Ghost of Tsushima, that should come back in. I'm going to wait for you to confirm that you can hear that audio. Again, I can't hear it, and I'm going to explain why until someone lets me know in the comments. Because, yeah, I don't know, let me know if you can even see what I'm pointing at, because I need to get a bit of a better setup in here. When I upgrade my camera again, it'll be easier. But just confirm you can hear the audio coming from Ghost of Tsushima. Cool, perfect. And that's an example of audio follows video. So when I cut off it again, and I go back, that audio is going to drop straight out, because we've decided to use audio follows video, as opposed to leaving that track on continuously. So that's what's here. These are your options. This is a solo. To my understanding, I've never used it. But basically, if you wanted to just listen to that audio track, you'd click that button. You also have a bunch of other controls in here, which is why it's good to attach this surface, because you can just plug in inputs and then mix, because it's a piece of hardware that is a mixer. But when you want more control, you get this piece of software. So I'm just going to write audio follows video, so I remember to put it in the glossary in the document later. Boom. We're learning. We are learning. I've just written it on the board and you didn't see that because I didn't put the pip on. This is one of the restrictions with using something like an ATEM. What you can do in more complicated setups, like something like vMix, just Google it, is you can have each input set so that any configuration that you have is automatically set up before you. So you'd have an assets tab, which is basically where you'd have every input that you're using, and then you would make different configurations, and then you'd maybe move them to a live tab. I can't show you on vMix on here, but maybe we can get a screenshot a bit later because I want to start gaming so you don't get too bored. So the audio from the Ghost of Tsushima is off, but I'm going to turn it back on right now because it sounds better than a hiss of silence. It depends on what type of headphones you're using. You may be able to pick it up or not, but it doesn't sound great. I'm going to also turn Ghost of Tsushima down, and then I'm going to go back to our document. So yeah, the story is to go in a humongous circle. The desk stopped outputting the signals. So when I was looking on my mixer, nothing's coming in. So instead, all I've did is just taking them out from here and putting them in here. This type of stuff, and I'm gonna try and not swear, is ubiquitous, bro. Every shoot that I do, something happens that goes mad or goes wrong. Again, it's impossible to do a perfect show. That doesn't mean the aim isn't always to be perfect every time or to do as good as possible a job every time, but random stuff happens. This could have happened just before I went live, which it did, but because this isn't a live that really nobody's paying for this, and I appreciate everybody's time, and we are learning, and I actually love doing this, but it's not like the football game. Do you get me? But the same type of stuff happens. Imagine you're at an Arsenal match and then it's about to go live and you can't hear nothing. What would you do? You'd be like, "Rah, this is mad. I pay." Well, I mean, football is a sport that comes on and people pay if they go to see it, and it's usually broadcasted for free. I mean, I don't know. I don't watch football like that, so you might have to pay to see it. But imagine that happening just before you're waiting for your game, or imagine it happens at a different time, because there's pre-live. So there's pre-live, which is like the planning stage where you make sure you know what you're going to be doing and how you're going to be managing your shoot. And then there is pre-live, which is the rehearsal, like on the day when you're actually trying to when you're trying to get ready for the show, like for the actual show that's starting at 9. And then when you go live, things can still go wrong. I've been there. I'm telling you, it's mad. Like, things go wrong when you go live. But what you have to be able to do, and it's paramount when you work in this industry, is be able to pivot. And this is why I enjoy this and talking about it, because it's sharpening my skills. Because the more I talk about it, the more I see it from different avenues. And by describing something or explaining it, you get a bit of a better understanding. But you have to really play with the tools that you're using, because loads of different random things can happen. I'm not going to know until tomorrow or the weekend or whenever I get some time to sit and troubleshoot what that was, to figure out what it was. But I still had to go live. So we had to have another option. And luckily it was an easy fix. Just move it from one port to the other. But sometimes it's not like that, because imagine the microphone that we need is attached to the camera that's in front of Anthony Joshua as he's walking out, and for some reason he's decided to rap. Or let's say, for example, was it Morrison came out with a boxer the other day? Imagine now Morrison's Mac just stops working. What are we gonna do? What's our other option? Well, we have a few, but we're gonna either turn the microphone on the camera on. We're gonna have had another microphone in our back pocket. Somebody's going to be running there with a mic, one of them. Do you know what I mean? But making sure that you're able to pivot and make decisions on the different choices you have is paramount to this. So I don't say that to big myself up, because this is it's what I'm doing is not particularly hard, but it's one of the reasons why I enjoy this job, because it improves that weakness of mine, which is decision making and sort of the ability to handle pressure in intense and high pressure situations, to handle it and be able to make decisions within that. Like, I've grown in that area so much since I started doing this. But basically what happened today is that was gone. It's at the office now, and because of that, a lot of things about this stream have been a bit mad and made it a bit late. And this stuff will happen like within, I probably got back in from the office at like 6, so it's happened between now and then. I've had to eat and all of that stuff, and like, not the most exciting evening, but I wasn't expecting this. I was thinking, oh, I'm just gonna go into my bag, take out my laptop, and then get on with it. But yeah, here we are. So I'm gonna stop boring you now, because I'm sure that was very, very long to listen to. But if you have any questions about this type of stuff, bang it in the chat. I can see it, and then I'll just talk about it. Let's just bang some game for a bit. Yeah. Alright, I've got to do one thing. Boom. Now we're perfect. What is it we were trying to do anyway? Are we just out for bants right now? No, no, no. We have to save little bro. That's what it says on the image that I made. So like, all of those images that I make here, I'm not good. Anybody who knows me or has been in a room with me for a long enough on a production, I'm not like the most visually creative guy. So I don't really design the best stuff, like compared to people around me. I'm not terrible. I mean, I'm not a complete buffoon. Oop. Beef. Oh, okay. Oh, should I go and kill that guy quick? If I was stuck on a desert island with 3 people, who would I pick and why? He's about to stab him in his back and I'm gonna loot instead. Who do I choose? Do I get to choose from anybody? Yeah. Respect the dead. If I get to choose from anyone, mate, you're too young. I'm just gonna leave you lot with this view. So I just want to be quick. I feel like my audio is quite low. Oh wait, no. Turn the sound down. Listen. See, when you just got the audio down, what does it mean? So to answer your question, do you know what it is? My other MacBook Pro screen is broken, so that's the reason why having one right now is a problem, because as much as I want everybody to see the mixer and all of those other things, it would probably be safer to do that from another computer, because that's my personal one for privacy or whatever. But also, yeah, the screen doesn't work. So I was just using that as an extra input, because although the screen won't work, the HDMI output works. So I can still plug that in and use it. So I was using it with my monitor anyway, just because it worked. But yeah, that's one of the reasons. It just also makes, if you want to increase the quality of what you're doing, having a second computer would allow you to do that, because I could use it to play out VTs if I was doing a presentation, which I intend to do in the future. I was thinking about this last night or the night before, I don't remember. I intend to turn the sort of documents that we've been looking at into a presentation, so that we can actually all just refer to it. And I do want to send it out to clients as well, because it would be good to educate people, because the more knowledge we have, the easier it is to do things. Because my logic to that is, it's good to share knowledge because it's free. We can all just go read the manuals for stuff anyway, and it's not like I have to sell everything. But if some people, there's two types of people: the type of people who know the information I know and more than me, and people who may need us. So even if you know how to do it, you may not be that guy. You may need a guy like me and just be somebody who's interested in it as a hobby. So I'm not really going to be out of a job. I don't see it that way anyway. So yeah, I don't remember. I feel like I had a thought, but I'm actually a bit tired. But yeah, so we're going to build a PowerPoint, but the second, I remember now, the second computer will allow you to have that as an input. Because when you go to any conference, the presentation laptop might be the person who's doing the presentation, if they've just got like a long HDMI wire running up to the stage, or to sort of like whatever they're putting their laptop on. But it might just be one that us guys in the back at the tech desk are using as our own personal laptop, and you just send it to us. And you could either use a clicker, so you can push the slides from like with Bluetooth, because it's attached to the computer the same way your mouse is. A clicker is just a mouse for your hand that you click, which I'm sure you knew. I'm not trying to be patronizing, but it will allow you to, it will allow you to do stuff like that, even if all you wanted to play out other videos, or you wanted to pull in comments from a YouTube. There's so many different things you can do. I thought we were just with him. Here again. Oh, he's just in it. Drip. Yeah. So like, what types of things would you want to do on a stream? You could even do an Excel. Listen, come on. You could even do an Excel. I wiped myself out. I don't even have that much life to be dropping down places like that. No, I intend to get so sick of Excel, it's unreal. If I could take 3 people with me, I'm trying to get off the island, so I'm bringing Noah. Noah's the project planner to make the boat. I'm bringing the Hulk, because see, one real, one fake. I'm bringing the Hulk because he's gonna break the trees for the boat. And then I'm going to bring, what else could I bring? I have a horse this whole time and I'm running, you know, I just remembered. I don't know who would be the third person to bring, because we need food, we need a boat, and if it's beef, we need someone strong. I would bring. I can't roll, I just remembered. I haven't unlocked rolling, so I'm slapping circle like I can roll. I can't. I don't even know I'm not working. Oh, there's actually a big dome. High octane stuff right now. Yes, resolve. Oh, dang. I thought I was going to be able to block that. The third guy is definitely not him. I'll tell you that much, mate. Hey, that's funny. Kill enemies undefeated, undetected, without focused hearing. That's easy, bro. Arrows.
Тэнд нэг юм хөдөлсөн. Чи яг юм харсан уу?
Quick things. Come on. Potato. Guided winds are just blocking my whole life. Oh. I'm keep pressing circle. This is what I can't even get out of the way. He's the first one that I'm going for right now. I'm sick of that. I want to observe this guy's got to go. Come into your chambers and kill you. All right. It's effective against shieldsmen. Fine. That's not what I'm buying. Okay, cool. Fair enough. That's the first thing I need to get in. Hold on. Just so that we can see what I'm spending. I haven't done one perfect parry yet. There we go. We're back in the game, you know. Back in the game. Alright. I'm gonna loot because I'm not really a looter. I don't really always go around and pick up everything. But in the spirit of my boy, I'm gonna do that. This was literally just a pit stop. This was not even something I wanted. Oh, since that I see that there must be crickets around here. I think you use the crickets to learn new tunes for your MP3 player. There we go. Singing crickets. Yesterday I streamed me making a Notion budget database, but it was difficult to see when the web page and Twitch stream manager. I decided to ignore Twitch, but the extra PC would have been. So yeah, for sure, man. It gives you that ultimate option, and having a multi-view helps as well. That's why, remember on OBS, that studio mode, it's good because it allows you to have a preview. So even if you were just within your shot like this right now, like the one I have, on your multi-view, because I would ideally have two screens as well, because again, I'm using one monitor and I have another screen under my desk, but I'm not able to see anything. I'm only inputting it into my mixer, and then when I'm on the multi-view, I can see it as an option. But because of the way the ATEM's set up, which is something I explained last week, if I were to I can choose what is going out of my multi-view output, so I can choose each input, so I can actually just watch the program. So when I'm playing the game, that's the way I put it full screen, so it's not too hard to play. But I wonder if hearing it is obviously making me worse. But then again, I'm not even coping at all, and I still don't know the third person. You know, who would you choose, Alfie? Who would you choose, bro? We got our crickets, man. We're one step closer to having a new mixtape to play on our flute, which goes like this. I can't even bang tunes. Get resolved up. Done. Mike Tyson, because he's Mike Tyson. Yeah, he's gonna punch the trees out of the ground. Oh, I thought of Bruce Wayne straight away. Look at that. They tried to trick me and make me walk over that. Always this traps for the Japanese. I mean, for the Mongolians, because we're on Japan's side. Show you, man, why I'm called Legolas, mate. I've been going now for 40 minutes. We're doing well, lads. Yo, Aji, telling me, bruh, thank you for joining the stream. Oh, do you know what we should do in a minute? And I shout out my little puzzle for this one. Is watch the trailer for part 2, cause that's what we should really be doing with our time. But we'll do that in a minute once I clap up these guys. But I've got it lined up, so we're good to go. But yeah, let me get back to I'll do. That's lined up to go. But we're gonna bang that game. Yeah, man, let's do this mission. But yeah, Yote, my little cousin told me about that still. And it was literally after we both come off the stream that he sent it to me. Or the morning, at least like when I woke up in the morning, I see it there. But who should we go for first? This guy. Has they got someone pinned? Should we go for this guy or this guy? Fair enough. Bees on him. Listen, I got money. I don't need to earn this back. This is I'm never gonna miss again. Oh shit, there's someone right in front of me just beating me off. Where'd he come from? He came from this side. Alright. He must have done it the dusty way. He didn't even climb. He walked around. Shot me in the back. What a coward. Absolute coward. Fetch me your soul. Crawling around. I ain't got no arrows left. He has arrows. Give me your arrows. So run down there. At least I can roll. If they shoot me in the water. Literally just standing around. Being for real. Why are you even there if it's so unsafe? They just letting these Mongolians play with this guy up by the bridge. Yes. My voice is low, yeah? Is that so? Voice is low, yeah? Is that what you're telling me? Let's double check. That's interesting. Don't know why that is. Let me just boost the master output and see if that works. Because we're paused now. The game is louder than it was before, though, to say that. I hope that's better anyway. Unpause the game, see what it says. I ain't even afford to unpause the game. I can't. Just got hit with an arrow immediately. Yeah, you're right. Still, I'll need to bring down the game quite a bit. But I could probably also talk close into the mic. But it just feels weird having something right in my face here. Do you get me? But let me get out of this sticky situation. You're the GOAT for that. I appreciate you passing on it. cut it. Oh. See that slide, do you get me? I didn't want to do that. It's actually pretty impressive how well the audio from the game carries over, man. You don't have to do much to it. You don't have to like push it. It's actually really good. Oh, how does this guy keep hitting me, bro? Oh, that's my teammates. I don't have any arrows. You reckon I could hit him with a kunai from the bridge? That might be something that we should try and do. Oh, let me take some drink. Sorry if that was gross. That did nothing. Zero chance of that hitting anyone. So I'm gonna buy some better cables. It's not even water, mate. I'm gonna buy some better cables and hopefully that will sort out the issue that I've been dealing with. In terms of like the audio hiss, better quality cables will give you better results, obviously, but it shouldn't be something that really causes an issue. And what I'm also going to invest in is something called SDI to audio or quick duck battle, mate. I need arrows, bro. I need arrows. Shoot you. That's what the second. But it's called an SDI to audio, and the reason why I'd want to do that is because I want to strip the audio from the PlayStation. So turn off the input that's going into the mixer, that's the PlayStation 4. So we're not using the audio that way, and use it, have like basically a left and right. So I'll convert the HDMI signal into SDI, and then from SDI, mad thing. What I can do from that point is I can turn my audio from an SDI signal into an analog signal, which will give you the left and right, which you'd use from the jack. I've got something that I can show you what it looks like. I stopped paying attention and I think someone's still alive because someone just hit me. I didn't take it out. I thought I took it out because I have an SDI to analog. But I just don't. maybe we'll try for the next one because I might have looked at it and thought it was only one way and it was the wrong way. But it might actually be the right one now that I think about it. I'm just a bit tired, so I probably didn't look too properly. But so I can't show you the decimator because I'm using it right now and I don't want to pull it and make sure anything goes wrong. But this is another version or another, it's a similar product to what I'm talking about in some ways, because basically what it allows you to do, it's called a bidirectional SDI to HDMI 3G. And the 3G is important because it's just basically the quality limit or the bandwidth. And it allows you to, in both directions, so you can see it on there, in both directions, convert the signal. So you can put a HDMI signal into this side and then either take it out as you can go in HDMI and come out HDMI, or you can go in HDMI and out SDI, or in SDI and out SDI, whatever you want, and it powers by USB-C. So these things are great. So this is what you would do if you wanted to, for example, use a bigger mixer that had SDI inputs like this. You take your feed from your PlayStation, you would go into this box because it only has a HDMI input, and then you'd either go out by SDI and go into your mixer or your preview monitor if you wanted to have like a true color monitor for like really high quality stuff. You might use that, or that's just a multi-view that you're using that only has SDI inputs, or you could put it into a bigger desk, or you could just go back out HDMI and maybe connect it to a monitor as well. So you've got like a pass-through. You might just need a longer signal, so you've thrown it in there to help it restabilize the signal. But next stream, which is next week Tuesday, we will look at that audio workflow. So anyway, I'm about to die. So I did die. Crazy. I thought I did the mission just then. I actually thought I won, but there was somebody left behind. RIP me. But I have 8 arrows. So wait, are we starting again then? Yeah, we are. And then I got hit straight away. This is on hard, you know. I keep forgetting that. Nah. I'm just gonna crouch. I can't even crouch down by the tree because he can still see me. How are you seeing me? I don't understand. Where are you? Nah. I don't know how they saw me. I'm even in sneak mode. That shot was sick. Give me your soul, idiot. This is stressful. I should have beat this mission by now. You can tell this playthrough is gonna be like the only game I ever played on my channel because I'm shit at the game and I'm taking ages. But we're gonna do some longer playthroughs where I'm not talking work and we just stream, so it's fun. We'll eventually get there this year, 2025. Do much because I don't have arrows and you lot are seeing me getting clapped up, but because I have male pride, I also don't want to quit and just go on with my mission and abandon. Oh my days. Am I gonna die in the river? Don't know if I'm ready for this, you know. So I'm not doing MLG moves right now. One thing that is cool about using like pieces of kit or using extra pieces of kit that you have, well, it's a double-edged sword, because the more complicated you make your shoot or you make your workflow, the more points of error that you can encounter. So it's not necessarily the best thing to do at all times. But if you do have a good set of equipment, you have enough time to plan, you have enough time to test. The cool thing about using the type of workflow that would strip the audio from your HDMI signal or whatever signal that you're using to plug it right into your desk is because you can then use other software that would maybe oh my days, I can't even block arrows. I forgot what I'm doing in this game, you know, because what am I doing? Bear in mind, I've beat this game. I have actually completed this game, and I'm moving like a complete wally right now. Yeah, it allowed you to have more control over it so that you can implement it in different areas. So let's think of just a random example. Oh, that's the last of them. We did it. We did it, boys. Did it. Did it, girls. Come on, lads. Come on, lads. Let's go. Need to save him from the bridge now. I just about survived, though, and you all saw that. But yeah, it gives you the ability to control it. So let's say, for example, you were doing a live edit, you can run it into a computer that has a desk attached to it, that you're making a completely different edit and it's taking different feeds in from loads of places. I mean, you'd hardly ever do it that way, but it would give you the opportunity to do that. You could run it into a switch that is running into 50 different outputs, and each different output is in a different building or or you could just create an interesting workflow where it's only tied to certain cameras, you're only bringing it in for certain reasons. The main point I'm trying to make is, because I can't actually think of too many good ideas right now, is that it just gives you control, and control is what you want. You want to have control over every element of your shoot and your workflow, just so that you can make everything go according to plan. Because usually, as a streaming technician, these shows are never really my idea. Like, this is my idea. That's why I can be so lax with it. But usually the idea is not yours, so you're working with another team. So you've helped to build the workflow with that team, and you need it to be executed to the standard that you've set for them, rather than sort of taking it easy and doing things for yourself. So there's a lot of elements that go into it, but control over the workflow that you've designed needs to be explained to your client, so that if something goes wrong, they know that you have the power to be able to solve the problems. But it's also for your own peace of mind inside. Yeah, I don't know how far back this stream is, and that was a detour. But do you know what we should do right now? Let's watch the Ghost of Yote stream, because I've got it lined up right now. Is my computer audio even on? Is my computer audio even on? Is my computer audio even on? Can you hear that? Is my computer audio even on? Hold on, lad. Can you hear that? Let me figure that one out. Is my computer audio even on? Damn. Why was the audio so bad on that? I wonder why that is. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what that could be. Still playing. Let's cut to this. I'm just gonna solve this one in the background. Speak amongst yourselves. Beat your own devices, young man. Crazy. Cause I don't even want to turn it on again in case it just like sends things haywire. That's not muted. I wonder if this was it. I had the site muted for some reason. Free. Muted. Just gonna turn that on now and then see what that sounds like real quick. I wonder if this was it. I had the site muted for some reason. Free. Muted. Young man. Just gonna turn that on now and then see what that sounds like real quick. I wonder if this was it. I had the site muted for some reason. Free. White noise, yeah. I wonder why that is. Young man. Just gonna turn that on now and then see what that sounds like real. Yeah, it makes it worse for some reason. Alright, we're gonna abandon that. I'll figure out another way to do this next time. We'll just go back to gaming. That's annoying. I'd love to know what that problem is, but hopefully my audio sounds back to normal again. This is why I need to get these new cables, man. But we ain't complaining. Oh, sorry about the white noise. That's what I was trying to sort out before the stream. So, Aj, yeah. I tried to solve this problem earlier, and it was just giving me a nightmare. Hold on. Trying to sort out before the stream. So, Aj, yeah. Yeah, that's annoying. I do apologize, man. That's not great. That's not good news. I'm gonna bring my mic all the way down. Just looking down at my phone to do some troubleshooting, but yeah, when I put the PlayStation audio on, it makes it sound a bit more listenable. But I will have this. Yeah, man, teething issues, bro. I'll have this problem sorted by next time. This is what these are all about. Solving problems, identifying problems, and this is real live streaming, man. This shit happens. Again, I apologize. White noise is hard to hear. But hopefully the audio from the PlayStation. Let's see. Just let me know, because we're not even going to be on for too much longer anyway. But this is a problem I will solve. And when I do, we'll go through it all. Yeah, no, I've bought my audio low just because I wanted to take out the white noise, because sometimes it's just on that channel. But that should be much better now. These guys think I'm gonna keep doing stuff. Right? Maybe I will do one. But yeah, that audio hum, that's killing me still. I wasn't paying attention. The game plan now is to probably end the stream, just because I know that ringing is still going on in your ears, and it's not something that I could solve necessarily in the stream, like while I'm live, which is fine. Where am I going? Yeah, I'm going to the right. The game plan is to do the next mission and then come offline. We had a good chat in the beginning about some workflow stuff. I was able to come online, which is the main thing. I've just got to improve in the workflow and make it more tight so we don't have any of these issues. But what I might do, I'll try and find someone who can give me a bit of a better understanding of how to solve the audio problems, because I'm honestly just I plug these two cables in. Does it sound good? All right, great, we're gonna go live type of person. And usually you've got an audio technician there whose responsibility it is to solve these issues, because they do come up in most environments. But I'll figure out what that is. It might even just be because some of my cables are touching each other. Do you know what I mean? It could be a bunch of stuff. Yeah, it could be a bunch of things. So again, I'm sorry. I wish I knew what it was. Let me just try and look again and see what the issue might be. I wonder. No. I'm wondering, now that I think about it, if I should plug out my computer completely, which means I won't have it because, again, we don't have the second computer to use it. But that could be the issue. I don't know why. When I turned on that source, it had an issue. But yeah, we'll think about it. I'm going to brainstorm this. So yeah, it's 10:22, bro. I think I'm going to call it, you know. I think I'm going to call it now, just because, again, that ringing noise must be really annoying. We'll kill these guys and then I'll come off. thing is, when I come in the evening, because I've been sitting at computers all day mixing and learning a script, I don't want to come back and do this. I do because it's really fun, but I don't want to come back and do it straight away. But at the same time, it's like if I do it too late, when am I going to sleep? And how am I going to be fresh for tomorrow? So I don't dedicate as much time to the troubleshooting as I could. But give it by, we're halfway through now. This is number 5, I think. So give it by 10. Episode number 10, I'm going to have all of this ironed out. I don't want to buy nothing, can I? I don't even have anything to buy. I haven't killed any predators. But yeah, that is the goal. By number 10, we have it sorted out. Then we rub this under the rug, archive it, and we never speak of it again. And then we just keep it moving. But yeah, this podcast is going to grow, so I'm going to have to improve the quality. But yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there in the end. How's that sound? And not my audio, but just like that concept of moving forward. Alright, let's at least get to her rather than just giving up right now. Yeah, I keep forgetting I'm just running everywhere. Like I don't have a fully active horse that can take me anywhere I need to go. This is my whip. Should call my horse's horse now. We made it. I literally just wanted to burst through the door. I'm even talking and I've muted the mic. So yeah, guys, I'm going to end it here and we will be back next week. So thank you again for coming and toodles. Or maybe not toodles. Maybe I'm just going to stay for another 2 hours and play, but I'm not. I'm actually going to come off that now. Thank you, guys.